Hey everyone, we're going into the third match of Shadows over Innistrad draft. We are 1-1, unfortunately. We got beaten by a pretty aggressive red-green deck. I also noticed that this should actually be the last, I'm recording all of these way ahead of time, but this should be the last Shadows over Innistrad draft, and the next week draft should actually be an Eldritch Moon draft, but because I'm out of town, it won't actually be mine, but I'll have a special guest draft, and then the week after that I'll finally be back home and be able to draft some Eldritch Moon of my own. But next week, look forward to a special guest draft on my channel. Okay. So, I mean, obviously this hand's keepable. And stuff. We have 2-drops and things. There's not much more to say about it. Playing my mountain first would probably have been right because I have Scourge Wolf. Luckily I didn't draw another mountain. That would have made me look really bad. I'm going to play Moorland Drifter instead of the Fox here since it trades better. Although chances are he swings here. Chances are. Well, I don't like that, but luckily we can block it. Of course, you can put equipment on it. So, I think we play Devilthorn Fox and Insolent Neonate now. And just pass. Are you going to pass too? I mean, I put Moorland Drifter in front of the Uninvited Geist if he attacks. I played the Devilthorn Fox because if he equips it, then my Devilthorn Fox can block it. So it's not really the scariest thing. So I think that worked out for us. So he's doing that now. Okay. Yeah, now we play the Cathar because it can also block, but basically we just keep playing dudes and not doing anything, but I think that's our plan here. I mean, we could swing with Devilthorn Fox here, but I think having 2 blockers to block the Geist before it can transform is a good call. So we'll just end the turn. Gotta respect the Uninvited Geists. So now I would block with the Cathar probably, just because it's a sweet trade. If he has his own Expose Evil right now, I'm going to be pretty sad. It would be pretty ugly. Yeah, we can't even Fiery Temper that thing once it transforms, so that's not ideal. Plus, it's going to get huge with Neglected Heirloom on it, so that is certainly not what we want to deal with. So yeah, he and I just keep playing things and not doing anything. So, pretty exciting start so far. He, unfortunately, can probably start swinging with his Harvest hand pretty soon because he doesn't really need to be worried about it. Okay, well, we play Convicted Killer and end our turn. How about that? Excitement. We're stuck on 3 lands. I think he's stuck on 4. Yeah, we just end our turn. We need some flyers. Our deck doesn't really have any except for the Cathar's friends. Okay. Does that inspire you to attack? I don't know if it does. You still don't have very many good attacks. I mean, I guess your Harvest Hand's attack is pretty good. I guess your 2/4s attack is actually pretty good too. That is brave. Okay. So we obviously do that. The question is, do we block this guy? And the other question is, would I rather block with this? Probably not. I mean, a flyer is something we need right now to make this board, make something happen on this board. Do I just take 5? I think I do. Just take 5 here. This will make this guy a 2/2. So we don't draw a land. The only thing we have to do is expose evil. We do lose both these creatures. Well, I guess we have making a spirit, which isn't too bad. Okay. So I think we pass and let him become a 4/4. Well, maybe let's make a spirit. That doesn't count as casting a spell, so we'll make a spirit and let him become a 4/4 and then end our turn. So my guy transforms. Not too bad. Do I have any hope of getting Delirium? Not particularly. Could have equipped your Inspiring Captain. I think we just take 2 from that if he swings, which means he should probably swing. Yeah, you should swing. I don't want to block that and give this guy Menace, especially. I mean, my branded Howler would still be bigger, but... Oh, no, it'd be the same size. Right, Tenacity is going to make things interesting. Could also just play my Inspiring Captain and then go for Tenacity later. That's probably what I do. I could also play Scourge Wolf, who, granted, with the help of other stuff, would have a lot of... With the help of... would be a lot better with Tenacity. I mean, I would gain a crap ton of life. So maybe I just play Scourge Wolf and leave mana up for Expose Evil, and then Expose Evil on the end of his turn, and then use Tenacity, something like that. Well, not a lot more life. I forget he doesn't always have double strike. Captain or Wolf Expose Evil. I'm thinking Captain. He probably has Silver Strike, so I can play around that, and I think I will. By just attacking with these. But that doesn't leave him with any good blocks, and if he has to use Silver Strike on one of those guys, I feel a lot better about it than losing my branded Howler. He could also just take 9. I'd be cool with that. Really? Got something. Oh, no, you just wanted to make your guy a 3/3. I see. Okay. Well, I have a pretty good feeling we're going to win this one with the help of Tenacity and Expose Evil. I trade my Inspiring Captain for an Unruly Mob, although he can equip it now, and that's kind of a problem. 3/5. I mean, I probably just take all the damage, and then I can use Tenacity on my turn to make it so we're back on top race-wise. Let's see what our opponent does here. Slayer's Plate or something would be unideal. Okay, well that doesn't worry me too much. You can have all the Haunted Cloaks you want, buddy. Enjoy. I probably would block Harvest Hand now, since he has 1 blue mana up, and he wouldn't be able to equip it this turn. It would get rid of a creature. And we have Tenacity, so... Yeah, I think I probably block Harvest Hand. No, he's not attacking. Okay. Cool with me. Okay, so if I use Expose Evil here, that's pretty good, but it's not as good as Tenacity is. But... is it better to just swing for 1 and play Gatstaff Arsonist before I use Tenacity? That is the question. It might be. It probably is, especially because, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Bam. Dauntless Cathar's soul is doing work, and then we have the biggest creature on the table too, so. Next turn's probably going to be Tenacity. I would love to draw a land and be able to Expose Evil and Tenacity with my opponent like tapped out. Something like that would be awesome. But it's looking good for us here in Game 1 of Match 3. Our Scourge Wolf's probably never going to see the table. All right. I just take it. I mean, there's no reason to risk one of my creatures at this point. I mean, I guess taking away a blocker is a reason. He still has Silver Strike. The mana he's leaving up means he still has Silver Strike, so that's worth taking into account. But we did just get a 6/5 with Menace, so that's pretty good. Okay, we did draw the land we wanted to draw. So I'm going to use Expose Evil here and here. So even with Silver Strike, this attack is a good idea, I think. Oh, it's not Silver Strike. How about that? What is it? Counterspell? Oh, there is that broken concentration or whatever. Not sure what's going on. Then we just swing and we use Tenacity when he declares blockers, and we might lose a creature or two, but we're going to gain a crap ton of life and do a lot of damage to him. Even if he counters Expose Evil. We'd rather he counter that than Tenacity. Well, isn't that interesting? Well, we're going to go to combat now. So if you want to use your mana, you better use it. Use that mana. So Tenacity will make us do 3, 7. Okay, well, it's going to happen. I think he made a mistake there. I don't know how else to explain that. What just happened? And then, I mean, we might just win the game without Tenacity, right? I mean, what does he block? A 4, and then he takes 3, 6, 8. Yeah, he's just dead anyway. We don't have to use Tenacity. There's no reason to show him it because 6 gets through. 7 of this gets through no matter what. Then he blocks 4, and then he takes 7 more. So it's 14. You can't block that guy. He has Menace. Yep. I wonder what he was trying to do. Humble the Brute, maybe? And he was 1 mana short? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure we just won. I was just going to take it. Okay. Alright, on to game 2. Do we change anything? Well, Structural Distortion doesn't look terrible. Our opponent is running equipment, one of which is good. There's a decent chance he also has Slayer's Plate or other reasons to incentivize equipment, like, what's it called? any of the Abyssinian missionaries. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's worth thinking about, but I don't think I'm going to bring it in unless we see like Slayer's Plate. Then I'm like, yeah, all right, bring it on in. Yeah. I mean, Vessel of Ephemera seems good. He doesn't have any flyers, actually, so we may want to consider that. And cut like an Ember-Eye Wolf. Seems like he's going to clog up the ground pretty well. So yeah, I think that's reasonable. It's also a little better with Tenacity and Inspiring Captain than the Wolf is. So, I think we probably mulligan this, even though we have a 2-drop already. We just have like 2 of our most expensive spells, and we need double red to play one of them. That's better. Turn 2, Scourge Wolf. Turn 3, Dauntless Cathar. If it's a land, we bottom it. If it's anything else, we probably keep it on top. I would think. Yeah, even that. I mean, it's going to be a while before we can cast it, but it's pretty game-breaking in most situations. And we're on the draw, so we get to get it off the top of our library on our first turn. Oh, there's that Heirloom again. Where's my Structural Distortion when I need it? Yeah, if we see at least 3 targets, I probably do bring it in. I mean, you can also blow up lands, it's worth noting, but it doesn't really seem worth it. Oh, yeah, you're mana screwed? That's kind of brutal. We'll play our Scourge Wolf. Shouldn't have kept a 6 card hand with 1 land. It's usually not a good idea. If you don't have like 3 1-drops in your hand. He has 1 apparently, but that's it. Alright, so let's get in there. Drop our opponent to 18. Player Cathar. Alright, yeah, our opponent got mana screwed. Game 3 wasn't much of one, so we went 2-1. Match 3 was subpar, certainly. I never got to cast Devil's Playground. I would have gotten to that game, but that's okay. I mean, our deck was pretty good. We just that red-green deck we ran into in round 2 just, had the sweet 2-card combo that can just win games of the Double Strike card and Rush of Adrenaline. So, Uncaged Fury, I think it is. All right, well, that was the last Shadows over Innistrad draft you will be seeing on this channel until it's a flashback format someday. It was a format I enjoyed a lot. I'm kind of going to miss it. I'm going to be drafting it a few more times when I don't record before I'm done drafting it forever, but not a whole lot more, just a handful more times. So, but that's okay. It was a fun format, and soon we have Eldritch Moon, which should also be fun. So, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.